Hello everyone, my name is Kane Joshua P. Ogabang from BSMT2G, and today I'm going to show you my pecha kucha presentation. The content of my pecha kucha presentation is one of my hobbies, which is cooking and baking. What I'm going to show to you in my pecha kucha is my cooking and baking skills, and to show to you what I want to cook and what I always bake. These two are the pork sinigang and my favorite dessert of all time, the brownies. First, I am going to introduce to you one of my specialty, or should I say just one of my favorite to cook, which is pork sinigang with kangkong, eggplant, and white radish. I really want to cook pork sinigang, especially on Sunday morning together with my family. Okay, I'm going to show you the ingredients and how the way I cook my pork sinigang. The ingredients are onion, garlic, kangkong, eggplant, white radish, sinigang mix powder, salt, and our main ingredient, the pork. First, I am going to start by heating the cooking oil in a cooking pot. Soak the onion and garlic until it gets light brown, and add the sliced pork, and then add some salt, of course, for seasoning, and wait for a minute until the pork turns into light brown. This recipe calls for water. After you see the pork turn into light brown, it is time to add the water. In my sinigang, I add 1.5 cup of water and wait until it's going to boil so that our pork will be soft and tender, so that it will be easy to chew. Let the water boil, and then I am going to add the eggplant and the white radish. In my sinigang, I add white radish because it has a lot of nutrients, and my mom also wants to eat white radish. The eggplant and the white radish needs to blend in the broth and will need to cook for a longer time. The souring agent for this recipe is a tamarind soup base mix, which is more properly known as sinigang mix. This is a quicker alternative to fresh tamarind, and it will save your time, and add the sinigang mix once the meat is already tender. If you're wondering why I use sinigang mix, because it helps bring in that good sour taste to sinigang. Old school methods requires boiling either fresh young tamarind or balimbi for a long time until the flavors are extracted, but still it is your choice what to use. After adding the sinigang, 8 to 10 minutes, I am going to put the last ingredient, which is my favorite leafy vegetable, the kangkong, or what we call the water spinach. And it is ready to eat together with your family after you add the spinach. Okay guys, this is how I cook my pork sinigang with eggplant, kangkong, and white radish. I hope that my ingredients will suit your taste, and now I am going to show you my favorite dessert, what I always bake when I am really bored. Ta-da! Brownies. I really love brownies. It's because it is easy to cook and the ingredients are not that pricey compared to the others that I usually bake. It's easy, and the most important is that it is a friendly budget. Our ingredients will be super easy. Well, the ingredients are 6 tablespoons of dark cocoa powder, 4 tablespoons of butter melted, 4 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup granulated white sugar sifted, 1/2 cup all-purpose flour sifted, and 2 raw eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup chopped cashew or peanuts, and lastly, 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt. And this is all the ingredients. And now, let's get started. First thing that we're going to do is let's preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and then grease a medium baking pan with butter or oil, and then set aside the baking pan. Next, In a mixing bowl, combine butter, oil, and eggs, beat until well blended. Next is stir in the sugar, flour, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, baking powder, and salt. Mix it well. And by the way, you could also use a sweetened cocoa powder, but for me, I like to use dark cocoa powder. After mixing all the ingredients, pour the mixture in the grease pan and bake for 28 minutes. In about 20 minutes of baking, sprinkle the chopped cashews evenly on top and continue to bake until the brownies are done. After baking it for 28 minutes, remove the baking pan in the oven and turn it off and let it cool. After cooling it, you can slice it into square size or depends on your preference. And it is ready to serve. Share and enjoy. And I am done. This is the two foods that I want to cook for myself and to my family, and I also want to share it with you guys. I hope that you would like the foods that I share with you, and I really do hope that it will suit to your preferences. And once again, thank you for listening in my pecha kucha presentation. And I also want to add this to my presentation. Um, you do need a silver fork to eat a good food. Thank you and God bless everyone. Have a nice day.